Alrighty, everybody, welcome in. It's 8 a.m. I haven't been up at 8 a.m. since, well, ever. I was still asleep at 8:30 when that first game was happening yesterday. We are ready for round 5. Everybody knows why we're here now. This is the 13th game. And yeah, we're ready for a big Sunday morning. There's some pretty close races out there. We've got Davey out there just making sure that the players don't stand in our way. That's mostly it. Actually, I'm sure he's just making sure Bronny doesn't stand in the way, right?
Yeah.
He's literally just having to double check with Bronny.
Should we count how many times she stands in front of it?
I reckon the count's going to be above 7.
We're going to need both hands.
All right, so this game this morning is between two of the top teams in Div 2. This is probably a very important. Whichever team probably wins this game is in the driver's seat of playing in Div 1 next year, let alone winning Div 2.
Makes it a pretty important game, James.
Yeah, so the teams here, we've got from Tauranga, we've got Jeff Coughey, Jeff Best, Fiona Keegan and Lorraine Phipps. And from North Taranaki, Ross Wright, Richard Sturmer, Bronny Reid, Noel Bishop. Do you know any of them, Dave?
One or two of them. I actually know all of them. But, yeah. Should be a cracker.
That's a great opening bowl by Lorraine.
Where has Lorraine pulled that bowl from?
Oh,
that's magnificent.
She's left the one on top. and she's put another one. This is all. We're playing bowls Jenga.
This is awesome.
How
is it still up?
It's still there. Beautifully set up bowls by James. Oh, no. Noel's taken one off the top.
Come on, Noel. Someone will break a finger with the bowl coming down. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
It's the little things that in life you've got to enjoy, you know?
Well, yes.
Yeah, no, this is a good bowl. So
this is the uphill run?
I heard Lorraine and Jeff talking about what the mat was doing. There's been enough games on this mat. People are starting to get to know the mats. I saw Marcus from Upper Hutt telling his other fours team exactly what their mat was going to do.
Yeah, the word's out. Uphill coming this way. About a foot. Big swing on that side, very narrow on the other. And it's pretty consistent all the way up the mat.
This, again, like I remember last year, this was the best mat I played on. And I've had similar thoughts from a lot of people, but yeah, it's an interesting time out on this floor. Alrighty. Fiona Keegan. Now, this two here, the North Taranaki team. Tell me about her, Dave.
She has got some Masters titles for New Zealand. She's also renowned for leaving stuff behind.
Shares DNA with some important people?
No, never been proven. It was prior to DNA testing.
Prior to DNA testing?
Yeah. I believe adopted is the word you're looking for. And
is it you or Bronny?
I'm prepared to say me, given
the rest.
Given the rest of them.
He's looking at the overall set and thinking, man, I think I just want to be associated somewhere else.
I was number 9 in the list. And they said, oh, where did you get your name, David? And they said, oh, my mum and dad told me that the Stratford doctor, the good doctor, his name was David. And he'd got to know a fair bit about my mother's anatomy, having had 9 children. So I always held the belief that there's a chance I could be named after him for other reasons, hopefully.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah, that would be great.
But
I'm not sure that that's the case. But when you see what I've got, you know. Well, you know.
I mean, we know.
You know.
We know.
But anyway, lovely people, just forgetful.
I'm just happy that there's kids sport on at 8 a.m. This is outrageous.
We're going to get the London Philharmonic.
Another good effort at it, Dave. You'll never get it right, but another good effort at it.
Jeff Best here. Good starting end here for Tauranga. Tauranga's currently number 1 on the scorecard, on the ranking.
I thought you were going to say most eligible bachelors list.
No, definitely not. And
Not bachelors or not eligible?
No, either.
All right, what's Roscoe and the Exterminator here talking about?
No idea. Can't hear the music's going. Gonna have to do something about that music next year. If we're
What-
gonna be here. If we could fix some music in the floor, it'd be great.
Yeah. That was fast and wide. I like the idea that it was fast. I think that was the play, just obviously trying to hit the blue bowl out here.
Yeah, I think blew straight into the head, but don't think Richard had been briefed on the fact that it's
Pretty straight.
with weight it's even straighter.
Pretty straight.
Morning, Joy.
Good morning.
So
Joy.
we've had some good news amongst the ranks this morning, team.
Oh yes, what's the good news?
Dave's actually been a hero this morning.
Oh,
Got us on an earlier flight.
What he's actually done is he's purposefully booked a late flight so he could be the hero and change it to the earlier flight on the day, just to get a soft win on the Sunday, knowing full well Joy
Look.
will be sick of him.
Look, we've been round long enough to know with bowls, and you saw what happened Friday night. We got kicked out of the stadium. We know that anything can happen with bowls. So
What a sport.
you plan late, and if you can leave early, that's a bonus.
Yep. Flexi.
Flexi. Okay, fire number 2 here. That's better.
Close.
Yeah, better hit.
Oh, probably just on the narrower side of fraction, which didn't force the weight through the
Yeah.
head as they'd hoped, but it's
One
still
down now as opposed to 4, though.
it's still way better.
Yeah. That was a good connection there from Richard Sturmer. Now, that'd be a good shot to watch on slow motion replay, James.
Yeah. You'd be able to see that the connection was fractionally under, but still a lovely hit. Joy, any thoughts on that slow motion replay comment?
I've said right from the start that I haven't seen the CapEx proposal, so I can't comment.
Oh, I just thought it'd be a birthday present, but that's okay. You don't have to surprise me. Here we go, Jeff Coughey. Oh, he's played it. He's played it beautifully there. Ross Wright will be straight into his work. Ross takes about 3 seconds and then gets down and plays. He'd be looking for a rest onto those 2 oranges. He's going to have to hold.
I'm just going to put it out there, Dave.
Yes, Joy.
One job.
One job.
You have one job.
Do I? Book an earlier flight. I did that.
No, yeah.
You're right. You with me, James?
I'm with you. I know exactly.
Have I got the colours wrong already?
Yep.
That's a good start to the day. Thank you, Joy.
Thank you, Katie. Tuck. Thank you, Hazel, for that.
What we do is we set up in the beginning, we put the 2 names in, and we've got a 50-50 chance on N1, and I think we've got like 30% this weekend, right?
That's high, bro.
That is high.
I think the teams find out what colour we've got in and then deliberately go the other.
Actually, last night, Shotta did what we told her, I reckon.
She did. We said, go orange, and she did.
She was still stressed about her pants.
Yeah. Pantsgate.
What a tune. Right. Jeff just trying to move the jack back a fraction, create a crooked number. I don't know if he's done enough for 2, though. And it's actually just made a lovely path in there for Ross to just play one of his shots. Just be arriving through the head. It's tough to play the hero perfect 6-inch trail, but you can just dive in off the wing bowls and make sure you get one.
Get a little feather. You did. Could be.
May still have just dropped one, I think.
Just the one. Thank you. Coffee's arrived.
Thank you, Candice.
Yeah, thank you,
Thanks,
Candice.
Candice. Okay, shakedown end. 1-0. No damage to anyone, really.
Nah.
Probably a better end by Tauranga, but well recovered with Richard and Ross.
Some good contacts.
Right, we've got some early souls up with us this morning.
How is there 60 people awake? Go back to
I
bed.
know, 62 people tuned into Mackside this morning.
Yes.
Go back to bed.
Big good morning to Hazel from Waihi Beach.
Yes.
Hope it's a beautiful day out there.
What's it like there, Hazel? That's what we want to know. That's what we're going home to.
No, because if it's nice, it's just depressing that we're here.
Oh.
Imagine just being nowhere near even remotely happy to be here.
We were anticipating being home about 7 p.m. tonight. Just
No,
before
your
dark.
flight's at 7:20.
It's a 4 o'clock flight now.
You've changed it too early, I reckon.
No.
There's still plenty that can go wrong.
I know, but no, we're okay. We'll be fine. Okay,
And
morning.
good morning, Jenny from Upper Hutt Valley.
Oh, Jenny.
Oh, Jenny.
Jenny's our favourite.
Jenny.
And good morning to Katie too.
Morning, Katie.
Outstanding. Morning, Katie. Is Camsy up or is she still in bed?
There's no comment from Kamsi, but she could be one of the 67 now people that are awake this morning.
What?
All right. What's going on here?
Okay,
What's
well,
Roscoe possibly talking to your sister about?
I think it's probably something to do with, look, have you found your wallet yet? Is your wallet there?
I'd say that there's
The phone?
I'd say there's a little bit of weight coming through here.
Never been shy to play a bit of weight, Bronny. That's a pretty good line, actually. So you get a feather off the front. Oh,
Not quite.
Probably just not heavy enough.
maybe a foot light. Yeah,
Doesn't seem right, does it?
does not.
You got a fast car.
Oh, last day of Matside for the year. How's that, Joy? How's that make you feel?
Happy?
Yeah. Look, seriously, we love doing it. You know, like we really do. But we could have done without it in the last month and a half with the big shift and everything.
Yeah, it's nothing quite like shifting house to really make you hate your decisions.
Right.
How is the new house?
More weight here.
Yeah, just wide. How is the new
good
house? How's
spot.
everything going? The people at home want to know these things.
House is great. Not regretting it for a second. We regretted the 14 months prior.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's been a tough gig, but loving it now. Yeah,
Worth it.
yeah. Oh, you're coming out next weekend, aren't you?
I'll have a look. Come have another look. See
Yeah,
if that TV's still on the wall.
It is.
The TV's still on the wall, and
is.
even better, the
Nothing
big
could be better than that.
the big couch isn't stuck in the front.
We got it
anymore.
through.
We got it through. The
How
door.
did you do that?
We dismantled it.
No. Ricky said he had to act that out to tell you.
Good. So next weekend I'll find out.
next weekend
Yeah,
you'll find out how we actually got it through the door.
That was a good bowl there by Jeff Best. They're looking for a squeeze now. Richard. Ross is still getting used to not being in front of the camera. There we go. This is close.
Needs to drop.
Oh, that's
That's
damn
just-
near perfect and unlucky.
That's sick. That. Imagine hitting the head pretty good and just having 2 touches a metre away.
I know.
You'll never guess who's up at this hour of the morning too.
Oh, you're right. I wouldn't.
Simon.
Oh, of course he is.
Simon. Does he still harbour hope for Ashburton or not?
No.
There's no comment on that, but he is commenting on the slow-mo camera.
He loves it. He wants it.
Yeah, there's one on Temu for $90.
Seriously. Seriously. We can't get our stuff off TV.
I like your thinking, Simon.
Yeah,
We
good,
can't get it.
good Simon.
Jessicam.
I think Joy would sign that off straight away. The only problem now, we are going to look at this in slow motion.
I've got nothing to say to that, though.
No, none of us have.
I've got nothing remotely to say at all.
Oh, it's been a long weekend. They say you get commentator stir crazy. I can see it.
Yep. Yeah, it's a thing. All right, Jeff here, just on his, what do you call push bowlers? Is this backhand?
This is his backhand.
Okay, let's call it a backhand.
He'll be trying to just draw in that gap, take away a draw option for Ross. Pretty good.
Almost a fraction narrow, meaning Ross has got something to lean on now.
Yeah, he's going to try and draw it.
Now he's got that ball there. It means he's just following this in.
It looks
If
big.
If he's got his speed, no, that's pretty good.
Third shot. That's a reduce. That helps.
I'm surprised it wasn't faster, actually. It was a good time to just nestle into there.
Yep.
He played lovely control weight there. I think Jeff is just, if he plays the last bowl, same as the bowl as his last one, he'd be a front toucher, wouldn't he?
Not sure if he's there this time.
Oh, he wants to fall out. No.
All right, Ross is going to have a look here. Is that orange-blue plant, is that doing anything?
Yeah, he's hoping it'd rip the two oranges out. It's not.
It's going to rip one of them, right?
Yeah.
Do you do that for collateral and just go one down again? That's what he's doing. Right, he's narrow. Should be two there. Two to Tauranga. So Tauranga with the early pressure. First two ends, playing 9. Good to see Simon online. Can you tell us how Julie is? Julie okay?
Well, he couldn't care less how he is. Is he alright too? Hopefully they're both alright.
Yep. How you doing, Simon and Julie?
Hope they're well.
Alright. Now the players just got to remember uphill. Get up the hill, throw your bowl a metre behind and fours up the hill. It'll help.
This is no knee pads, Bishop.
How do you know that?
Oh, I got a whisper. It's actually quite a good innovation. It's if you don't, so many people lose their kneeling mats. You know, they take them to kneel on. You have to have them if your knees require them. And he's got the pads on the inside of his pants, on his knees. I think they might be, I don't know, professional tradies knee pads or something. And it just means you've always got them. I think it's great.
I'm here for it. Not sure.
This is someone that could do with them.
Yeah, sort of.
Do you know what the number 28 is?
How many times she's forgotten
Number
something?
of kneeling pads she's lost. 28.
She probably needs a sort of a strap-on wallet, and like a tethered.
Velcro, you mean?
Velcro,
You're talking
yeah.
Velcro?
Needs a lot of tethered objects. Make sure she remembers to bring them. For those who don't know, obviously, Bronny came here this weekend and forgot everything that mattered.
She forgot her phone, her wallet, and any sort of credit cards or payment thing. So, cheap weekend for her.
Yeah.
I think she had the weight right. Didn't want any kitty there.
Now it gives Jeff an opportunity just to sort of move it as far as he likes. This is the time to not be jack high.
You wouldn't often get two Jeffs, Jeff and Jeff. 3 and skip.
Yep.
Can you name another Jeff and Jeff combination?
No. I'm trying to find one more Jeff. Do you know any Jeffs?
Well, if you know another Jeff, you've got a triples team, potentially. The 3 Jeffs.
This is just some of our best stuff at 8:21 on a
Sturmer
Sunday.
now. Is he coming round or underneath? I think he'll come underneath. That looks to be well underneath. We've got Andrew Smith just behind us, the manager of the North Taranaki team. Hey, Andrew. Things are poised, you could say, for you guys. You're on the cusp of potentially being... You're in that middle ground of, like, you potentially could be going up to Division 1. You're not that far away because of the log jam of going down to... It's such a log jam of a Division 2. So, yeah, it must be a bit nervy.
Yeah, great for the spectators, nerving for us.
Did you tell them to win?
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal.
Motivating speech from you this morning. Good
I
work.
tried to convince Ashburton to win. They didn't seem super happy.
The great Grant Lamy message before with some words of motivation.
Lamy chipped in with something this morning. Oh, that's good. This is better. This is better. Oh, that just needed any contact that would have sprung. This is becoming a little bit hard work for Ross here.
This would be your sort of tune too, Dave, wouldn't it?
Party in the USA. What is a Miley? Is it Miley?
Yeah, it's Hannah Montana.
Don't know who that is.
It's Miley Cyrus.
Someone to do with Mickey Mouse thing.
It's Miley Cyrus.
Yep, that's Billy Ray's girl, right? Achy Breaky Heart?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not sure if people can hear the music. We haven't got the mic on the mat.
No, they can.
They can hear it? Well, that would indicate how loud it is, because we don't have the mic on the mat. Okay, Ross on the prowl again.
Interesting here. Just trying to take that one out, I guess. Sort of open up the head a little. Jeff stalking it like he saw something. I think less happy now he's got there.
Ross has given himself an opportunity up and over a couple on that blue to... it's almost like they're just trying to stop the flow here for North Taranaki. Tauranga are all over it at the moment.
Every time.
What's the story, Joy?
Julie's fine,
Julie's fine, that's
which
good.
is good. They were both just hating sitting here, not being able to be there.
Yeah,
Having
I bet.
said that, the carriage is bloody big, and I often don't get to see this side of it. Thanks, Simon.
Simon would not have anticipated how much chat there is about nothing.
Yeah.
It's like the Seinfeld show, isn't it? It's the show about really nothing.
Yep.
We do discuss bowls from time to time.
Should we try here?
We could. People, the enthusiasts for the game would prefer we talk more about the bowls.
Nah, they've got us on mute. I'm thinking, like Jeff's looking down the backhand here, trying to get another bowl in the head, and if he turns it over, he might make three.
I don't think he wants to move the kitty off that bowl, though.
Yeah, I think the idea here is he just doesn't want to play the other hand and move the blue in.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been told how straight that
It
hand
just
is.
didn't move at all, did it?
Not the worst place for one, I guess. It's about where Roscoe's diving in off that blue if he doesn't get it clean in.
Is it somewhat ironic for Ross that the music now is Dire Straits?
I wouldn't say they're in dire straits. It's 3-0 after 2 and 1 down on the head, potentially. Do you have me the overhead, Joey?
Yeah, let's have the jezza. Okay, here we go.
Just trying to duck in under that
Under
blue.
there. Oh, he's played a beaut. Oh, great effort, Ross Wright.
That's
It's a one.
Just another one.
1/3 of the way through. There's Lorraine. Just all but swallowed the kitty there. Ultra consistent Lorraine. That's actually a pretty good line here by Noel Bishop. Yep, good bowl there.
All right, here, Lorraine, just on that straighter hand. And Noel following it down, trying to trail it off. Oh, you wouldn't want to do this with too much pace. That's a great shot. Scary times. All right, Bronny, just trying to hide down the back. Beautiful. All right.
All right, this is a good end here for North Taranaki.
Fiona looking just to adjust here.
Yeah, what a lovely bowl there, Fiona.
That's a great shot. I'd be pretty happy if that was my two.
Fiona Keegan, she's come off a big week with the Ames Games. Heavily involved in that in Tauranga. That's very successful.
How many players do they have this year?
Oh, thousands.
Someone at home will tell me.
I don't know how many were in the bowls, but it was a big number. Terry would have known. You around, Terry? You can tell us.
She is. She's coming in soon.
Okay, she can tell us how many youngsters were in the bowls. But I think in total it's literally like 3,000-4,000 kids across all the sports. It's a big event for intermediates, and the bowls part of it just gets better every year. Is Jeff Best just going to
die away? Yeah.
Yep.
Hard to do that with any sort of bravery.
When you've only got a foot of weight left on a downhill swing, panic weight
Straight.
would kill it, right? And it's straight. Richard's going to need. He's close here. He's close.
Settle.
Yeah, lovely
beautifully
bowl,
done.
Richard Sturmer.
The exterminator.
Exterminator.
It's
James, I've got it on good authority that you can talk about nothing for days on end.
That'll be Simon.
what's good authority?
And apparently, Dave has really mastered that art too.
It's just who you're surrounded by, people.
Yeah, you're a product of your environment.
I'm generally happy talking about nothing and just talking to nobody, but in this seat,
Talking to nobody is a bit sad.
it's look at Jeff Coughey,
Oh,
and it's going to fall off. That was nearly a perfect bowl. Oh, sorry, that was Jeff Best.
it was Jeff. You should have just stopped at Jeff.
I
You'd
should
have,
have
you'd have
stopped
been
at Jeffrey.
certainly.
They're both Jeff with a G too, so they're not J Jeffs.
Oh, Jeff Stewart. There's another Jeff.
Jeff Stewart off the front, the pencil, and you've got a great triples team, the Jeffs.
That'd be hard to beat.
They would be tough.
There must be another Jeff out there. We'd have to get a fours team.
All right. Oh, hold on to your hats here. You're playing the swing hand and you're playing that shot, Jeff Coughey. You're playing a lot of weight.
Is he trying to plant this wing orange into the split of the blues?
I think he's.
Because I'm okay with that.
Well,
Joy, send me over the top. Oh, I'm interested now.
I think he's.
Oh yeah, baby.
I think he's looking at hitting that one there.
What?
That one.
Why not just hit the wing orange here?
What, that one?
Yeah.
Well, that's an option. He'll have a go.
No, he's playing the other one you said. Oh, I wish he was playing this other one.
Oh, he's gone the narrow hand.
That'll be why he played it. That's a pretty good hit, that.
He knows what he's doing.
He's been around. He knows what's going to happen. R.I.P.
Andrew Smith's just gagging to join the commentary team, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
He's welcome to my headset.
Right.
He'd want to talk about bowls or something stupid.
Oh,
no.
that's not good. That's the one thing you didn't want.
That wasn't in the plan. Oh dear.
What happened to that app, Dave, the way you could draw on the screen?
Well, we can do it. The problem is getting rid of it is hard. It's not consistent. You got it. I can do it for you now, but it's not. Getting rid of it's tricky.
Don't you just clear it?
You do, but
Oh, there was just a comment on your mouse work there, and I thought, well, we used to be able to draw on it.
yeah, we
so-
can draw on it, but
Right.
not consistently.
That's a great shot, that.
Wow.
Whether it's one to somebody, that's a brilliant shot.
I don't think there'll be a bowl played regardless here.
Worst result, this game's 4-1.
Yep. Must be one blue there, or two touches.
What did I?
Okay, first blood. Taranaki, they're on the board.
4-1.
That was a good end. Two great bowls by Jeff Coughey there.
Oh, you're talking about another Jeff.
Yes.
I've had a message from a Jeff.
Yes, Jeff wants to play in this Jeff's team.
Jeff Tyndall.
Jeff Tyndall from Bay of Plenty.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey. He just wants to get on the Jeff's train. Haven't heard Jeff Tyndall's name for a while.
Oh, and Simon's got a Jeff. How do you say Laird?
Laird.
Laird.
Jeff Laird. Okay. Well, we think there's enough Jeffs here now for a team.
Maybe that's a new competition.
The name, all names teams.
Yeah.
Who'd be the best team?
Well, is it
The best
someone
good grant.
Someone called Chamu online is probably going to have to play singles.
No, Shamu could find somebody. We might have to combine.
James and Jimmy, you've got enough. David, there'll be enough Davids. Joy.
Are there other Joys?
There's
you know any other Joys?
Joys?
Yeah,
there is
there
other
are.
Joys.
Yeah.
You'll get a team.
How many Kamsies are there?
Carmel. Yeah, she'll be singles.
Nah, there'll be another Carmel out there somewhere.
Bronwyn. We know there's a few Bronwyns. Bronwyn McNally.
There's a heap of Grants.
Oh, Grants. Well, they could have a couple of teams. The Grants. There'll be some decent teams on that too. The Grants.
Yeah.
There'll be a few Shawns.
Oh, yeah, there was a Sean playing yesterday.
How many Poulets would there be?
Anthony's. Well, that's Tony, so there'll be a few Tonys.
Oh, yeah?
Men at work.
I'm actually just looking out across the hall. This is quite fun. Try to find the good names.
Here's Bronny. She's close here. Good shot.
Oh, great bowl.
Avon's definitely playing singles.
Well done, Bronny. Barbara and Bill will be happy with that shot. They're online.
Avon playing singles, Davey?
There's not too many Avons, is there?
No.
Maybe Avon could play with Chamu. We could call them the
Avon and Shamu.
all of the singles players could all come together
Yep.
and say, well, they just don't have any others.
It's not many Nashes, actually.
Nashville. But, yeah, they would just try and claim and say, no, what about a Smiths team? And then there's about 100 of them.
No, I'm not okay with that. Not many Careys.
All
Well,
right.
no, actually, no, there's some Careys, but it'll be a mixed team.
Well, the good news on the game here is North Taranaki, the last couple of ends have turned up.
Yep.
And there's been a slight sea change of the heads. So North Taranaki is now getting the better up front, where in the first couple of ends it was all Tauranga. So it's evening up a bit now.
It's, yeah.
Jeff Best is on a straight line there that did turn. Bit of a shake of the head there. I didn't think he thought it would turn like that. All right, Richard Sturmer.
We're looking for a front nut here, or are we trying to turn 2 rolls and get the jack further out?
That's your shot, I think. The good news for North Taranaki is the kiddies lined up to go more their way than Orange.
I think you're going to see some pretty positive stuff here.
Yeah.
And I like to think I know positivity.
Mr. Positivity, James. He's tied again, Jeff. That was missing out of the hand, that one. Ross Wright won't be upset with the bowl out on the wing there either, Joy.
No, not at all.
So Jeff Coughey's got a bit of work to do. I think Ross will be trying to draw right in there. Tauranga last year were one Division 3, I think. They were on the up and up. Well,
They're just living the promotion dream.
yep. You know they've got the cattle. They've got the cattle to go all the way back to Division 1. We know that. And they've got depth. The amount of young players coming through. Years to come, you know, Tauranga's going to be in that first, second division for a long time.
I think so.
Unless they all go off to university or something.
Can happen.
It can happen.
think Poverty Bay are just finding that problem there.
It's sad. It's really sad. They put so much effort into developing, and unfortunately, it's now tough for them. Okay, weight being played here by Jeff. Now he's wide here. Probably better though. It's better for him than it was. Taking out that option of the kitty going over to the blues. Ross just got to be a little bit careful he doesn't open that kitty up to the orange side. So he just wants to have weight just to sit there, just in amongst it. Jeff will play a lot of weight if he has to get it through.
Just drawing a front toucher here, right?
Yep. Oh, that's a miss. It's a shame for Ross. He's been keeping them in the game early, and the team actually put on a couple of good ends, and it's just gone a bit pear-shaped there. Just a little bit heavy on the draw. Is the blue still holding, Joy, or is it orange?
Orange, I'd say. Just while they're deciding,
Yep.
we were talking about the Ames Games.
Yes.
13,000 people entered.
Wow.
That's more than the Paris Olympics, and around 250 children played indoor bowls.
That's amazing. Okay, Jeff's looking for front orange onto the blue. Oh, and just rock it in. Didn't rock enough. One orange though, I think. Measures are out. Yeah. Well, that's an amazing event. 250 intermediate. So that's just 2-year age group, right?
Yep, that's just, you get 2 goes at it, right? That's amazing.
Wow, that's close.
Are we going to see an umpire here?
Braden Popau? No. They've accepted it. 1 to Tauranga. 5-1. Oh, that was a shame for North Taranaki. That was a good end. Potentially could have closed the game up there.
All right, what do...
That was the sub spell. Is that when we sub in a player, or does that only apply to basketball?
I think that's only basketball
okay.
on this one. I've had a few subs out there. I was talking to Kieran last night. He said he started as reserve and now he's played 5 games.
Yes. For Bay of Plenty. Gina's come in for the Tauranga team. You've got Ken McKenzie and Rowena McKenzie come in into the...
Well, no, like they were a
game.
pre-tournament change.
Yeah, but only a day or two. So, you know, when you're named in the 9 and you're number 9, you've got to be prepared to play. Because you often do these days. There's COVID, there's all sorts of things can happen. In the case of Rowena and Ken, they weren't even named in the 9. I think
Ken was reserve.
Nick was a player manager reserve.
No, Ken was reserve.
Oh, Ken was number 9? Right. And then Rowena was like, well...
You got anything on this weekend?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Any plans?
You didn't get the call up for Hawke's Bay?
I'm not a member.
Well, they would have paid you up.
No, they don't need me. They're going to win today. Count the mighty Hawke's Bay.
Next year, Thames Valley, they're the team to beat, mate.
Are they? How do you know?
I think they're a bit like the Warriors. Next year's our year. Love Thames Valley to go well. Good people.
I mean, they used to be.
Right, Fiona playing a bit of weight. Underneath. Pop one.
Helps.
Good result. Ross will be looking for Bronny to just try and match that last orange. Good green. Excellent green. Good shot.
That's a great bowl.
Couple of crackers there. Speaking
Yeah.
of crackers, is someone going to clean my car?
Good story. I hopped in the car with James.
Joy's throwing my crackers everywhere.
There's a bag of crackers on the front seat. James says, oh, you can move. Then Joy picks up the bag and they all fall out, right? Crackers everywhere.
It was a setup.
You think it was a setup, Joy?
Well, it was all open.
It's like for a joke. He's got a bit of a mess to clean up. I don't know if it's that funny.
It'd be pretty funny when I got the vacuum out.
Okay, Jeff Best, wanting it to hold.
It'll hold.
Yep.
Again, helps. We jumped there from Jeff Coughey just to make sure that bowl fell off.
Yep.
The replayed end yesterday from last night, Dave, was the umpire, while the umpire was measuring for shot, bowl moved, or the jack moved by itself, just someone walking.
And it was a shot for the shot.
Yeah, because it was for the shot.
They hadn't conceded
No
any.
conceded of anything, so
So
they had to
replayed
replay
the end.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
It was burned at rest.
So just for those at home, we had a situation where we saw a team that was replaying an end, and you're going, oh, what's going on there? So James just clarifying. So it was an umpire's measure, and as the umpire was doing the measure,
Something moved. I'm not sure.
not
that
necessarily the umpire doing it, but it just
No.
moved or
No, it
felt
moved.
or whatever, and then it was regarded as the end was to be replayed, and they
Burned at
replayed the
rest.
end.
Because you can't decide who had the shot because you called the umpire.
Yeah, well, it's always an interest. Some people could say, well, if the umpire or someone moves it, it's a dead end, right? It's a tight end.
Burned at rest.
But it just fell over on its own
The
after the 30-second thing.
Now, the spring floor can do some
that,
fun stuff.
yeah.
If someone's just walking past, the head can change.
Yep. Anyway, good clarification, thanks. Right, Jeff, I'd say
we just-
playing that hand, he's pumping the front orange, isn't he?
I reckon you want to be under and scumming off the blues myself.
Oh, okay. It's an option. Just
Yeah,
can't be wide. He's not wide. He's playing your shot. Yeah, well done. Good call.
Nice me to tune in, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, scary times for North Taranaki. Not many bowls on the head now. They've all been chipped away. I actually think it's time for North Taranaki to get aggressive. They may have one here, but I actually think you're trying to jam through the head
Yeah.
and sort of
Peel
take
that.
those two oranges out of play.
Well, at least that back orange off the end is the weight, right?
Yep.
You don't want to leave it on the end of the mat.
Yep, and then if you get the jack, you're just going to squeeze the whole head backwards
Yep.
and take the front orange out of play.
It's got enough weight for it. Close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
lovely
okay.
weight. Good bowl.
It's okay.
That's a great bowl.
Speed was good, right?
Speed was great. Any reports over there on that fours game, Joy?
No.
Sweet. Any reports on anything, Joy?
No.
For someone with about a what's the Waikato lead? 16, 17? Alex was very nervy this morning.
He'd be nervy if they were bloody losing.
Didn't want to be the team with the biggest lead to STB on the last day.
Sean's like dancing a wee bit, so they must be at least like 5 or 6 up, 3 to go.
Bit of tit for tat here. Jeff taking one off.
Tell you what, Joy.
6 up.
Tell you what, Joy, I've been around.
Yeah, you've been around. You know what's happening.
6 up.
Waikato 6 up.
He was bouncing around like 6 up was the game.
I'd say it's just about time you can call Waikato Welsh champions.
No.
Three-peat.
No.
Too early?
Too early. I've seen a team win 1 out of 8 singles.
I just don't think this team looks like they're going to lose.
Think about all the forehands in the team, though.
I know, but they're going to play backhand all day. So I'm going to call it. You heard it here first. 8:52 a.m. I'm calling Waikato Division 1 Welsh champions 3 in a row. Unofficially.
I can't wait for this to just all be a real bad time.
Good bowl, Jeff.
I am so pumped for this.
No, confident. If they go down from here, I will be regarded as the reason for the early crow.
This is pretty early.
I know, but I'm just calling it. It's like a poll, political poll. I'm saying it's done. But what isn't done is who's going up with them, which, well, no one's going up with them, but who is going down and who is going up and down in divisions 2 and 3. That is not done. There is a lot of work to do there.
We're still a
Here's
few hours
Wright.
from knowing that.
He's coming in. He's got the rub. He's got at least one.
Hit everything he scored, probably.
At least one.
Nope.
No! Oh! Can't buy a shot.
6-1.
North Taranaki, Ross Wright, he just can't buy a shot at the moment.
3 to go.
3 to go. This is that third to last end that they must score on, James.
Dave?
Right, what have we got coming up?
What have we got coming up?
We've got a championship singles game coming up.
Zeno Low.
Zeno Low.
Couple of pretty good singles exponents.
Yep.
Couple of national singles
There'll be
winners.
some pretty good draw shots in amongst that.
That's right, isn't it? Couple of national singles winners.
Yes.
We only bring you the best here.
And then we're not sure about our last game. We're either going to give you the game of the Vultures, which is the circling relegation game.
Oh, Brian.
So currently we're scheduled to take Ashburton Otago, but we may have a look at that.
I mean,
If there's a juicy game,
there'll be something worth watching.
we'll put it on, but definitely the next game is Hutt Valley Southland.
We need to be well
Singles.
prepared, Dave. We need to make sure if we want to pick a game out of nowhere, we
Well,
need to make sure it hasn't started yet.
Yeah, we might have to tap them on the shoulder and go, late move, you're on the TV.
You're to tap Roy on the shoulder.
Yep. Anyway, that's your arena. I'll let you have a look at that.
Oh, good.
Bronny, just under here. Weight was good.
Actually listening to Joy through the headset tapping her pen.
She's getting the groove on this song.
I think she's liking it. This might be her new jam, you know.
Gone
Said-
all quiet on the...
Said might be.
We got any North Taranaki people
No.
wanting their team to lift?
Yeah.
Okay. Bronny, here's your chance. In you come. Green's good. All on the weight. Weight's good too. Good shot. Bronny Reid.
Take a bear. Must be related to you.
Half sister.
Just such a big sigh, Dave.
Freddie Persico.
Freddie.
Your comment.
Oh, sorry.
I can see a comment. I don't think we want to go there.
Freddie Persico.
No, I don't think I want you to go there.
Oh,
Nah, Joy, let us
it's
send us
to do with slow motion, right?
No, because yeah.
Come on, Joy.
Freddie, if I open this up, you're just going to get a rant.
No,
Yeah, you are.
no, I'll be controlled. I won't rant.
Okay, here we go then.
Okay.
How come Waikato won the Welsh last year and are 18.5 points in the lead this year, but had no one at Super Weekend?
Oh, Fred.
I told you not to.
No.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
No.
Oh, this brings me so much joy.
I'm not going to go there.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh,
I had Michael at the Indian Hall, and Michael was commentating, and I made the same comment, Fred, that even in the Indian Hall at Super Weekend, there was not a Waikato person to be seen.
It's an interesting one, right? You guys obviously have a distinct disadvantage
Yeah.
having to play away from home every year because
Every year on a hall that everyone in the divisions know Waikato hates, and there's nothing we can do about it.
it is garbage, though. It is absolute garbage, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So the answer to your question, Freddie, is that every other centre moves around.
Every other division.
Every other division, moves around. Our division doesn't.
And you get to trounce 2 hours down the road to play.
It is always played in one hall, and despite numerous efforts to put it back like everyone else plays it, there's resistance. And
You'd rather drive 8 hours to Gisborne, wouldn't you?
yeah,
And does it take anything away? Well, the question you could say is basically take your Division 1 Welsh team out of Super Weekend, and then everyone else is playing for the titles.
Yeah, good. No, I'm okay with it. Let's keep it like that.
Is that what high performance bowls is all about? Or
Yeah.
not?
No, good. No,
Thanks,
it's good.
Freddie. That's just a wound opened up.
Yeah, that's just another. Yeah.
Great shot,
Bowl,
Roscoe.
Ross.
I'm just going to have to put a few more stitches in that open wound again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only been a sore point for years. It's doesn't sound important.
And look, you can just say it's an excuse. Good players can adapt. Well, they can. Waikato's playing on a hall here that for all intents and purposes, people saying it's not a great floor, right, across the board. But it's a leveler for everyone because they're all playing it at the same time for the first time, for the second time in 2 years. And then it becomes an even competition because
Yep.
you're all playing on the worst, a bad floor, so you all have to adapt, which is different to playing on someone's home floor.
Yeah.
I'm sure if it was played at Waikato, this decision was made, and they played on the concrete of Waikato for the last 10 years, and Waikato went to the Super Weekend and won all these titles, the same argument would be made by everyone else. So I don't think I'm being unreasonable there. I just think it should be consistent across New Zealand, and it's not. So, but that's the way it is. Nothing you can do about it now.
You're Thames Valley now anyway, aren't you, Dave?
I'm Thames Valley, but it's the same zone. I haven't managed to avoid it. Okay, bonus shot here for Ross. Now, if he can get a second or even third shot here, the game could get interesting. North Taranaki people might start
Getting out of bed for
getting out of bed.
it. Honestly, my alarm's only just gone off for work.
This is way too early on a Sunday to be doing this.
Second question, best floor in the country.
Wow.
In Invercargill, and I say that from one eye perspective because
You played there once and you won?
not only that, it's a concrete floor, and I love the quick floors.
You love the concrete.
and big wide greens, and so I think consistently Invercargill's for me, but it won't be everyone's cup of tea. But that's my
James?
Oh, it is. No, like it is the best floor because it's the only floor in the country made for indoor bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Although if you get 2 mats on a block, it gets fun. But the floor itself is the best, and potentially a detriment to the Southlands indoor bowls, because the problem they've got is any time they go anywhere, the floor's worse.
Instead of looking forward to it. Right, now, careful Ross, careful. He was looking for the drag there.
That felt very brave.
Yeah,
That was a very
it was about a foot too much
Yeah.
weight, I think, for that green. Okay, for the diff, 2 to go.
He doesn't die wondering, Roscoe. So there's always a 3 or 4 out there. So I don't think you'll see Tauranga resting on their laurels.
Oh, look, when Ross was dialed in, that was dragged back for 4.
To be fair, right, this is 6-2 after 7. Right?
Yep.
yeah.
That's only 8 points and 7 ends. It's still been a really tight game.
It
It's
has.
just
Yeah.
Tauranga have won all the ends.
Yep. I think there's been opportunities missed, though, from both sides, so it's just a cagey game, which often happens when there's a lot at stake, and there is a lot at stake here for both these two teams. Tauranga can sniff gold medal in Division 2 and be promoted into Division 1, which has been a goal of theirs, I'm sure, since Interprovincial started.
Good ball by
And,
Noel.
North Taranaki are in a, let's call it a rebuilding phase after a huge legacy of top results in Welsh, and they came down and they want to consolidate, and so they want to stay in Division 2, and that's a good place for them. So yeah, lots at stake.
Mate, they're still a big chance of going back up.
They could still get up. They could get second. It's that close.
They'd want to be winning their other fours game.
It's all square. 2 to go, all square. The other Taranaki game, North Taranaki game. Very nervous manager here.
He's just desperate for a win.
Andrew One Pants Smith
Who are they playing?
playing counties. Counties are on looking at the barrel too. They're on the barrel of going to 3. So lots to happen, lots to play for. I think that's the beauty of this competition, is if you get someone like Waikato that's got a big lead, the competition can fall away a bit. But there isn't anyone in the hall that isn't trying at the moment, because they've all got different things to play for. That's a pretty good line here, Fiona.
There's less than a handful of teams out here today with playing for pride.
Yeah.
There's almost every team has something on the line.
Out of 18 teams, there's probably 3 teams maybe that are probably destined to go down.
Ashburton, Central Otago,
Central Otago.
maybe Gisborne is still
East
a
Coast.
good round away from fourth. So
They've been within touching distance of the pack, but haven't been able to get off the bottom.
yeah,
But they could turn it around. But yeah, other than that, everyone else is playing because they need to consolidate where they are, or they've got a chance to win. Now this is a good line, Richard.
just trying to build an area, right?
Yeah.
And you need Tauranga to miss a couple.
Wow. Did you catch that from Sean?
Was that the big deal?
That was the big deal.
He's just got about a 4 or 5 there. Five. And Brian Houghton and Gentleman Spirit basically gave Sean a salute for that. Said good bowl. 5 shots. And that's probably that game.
Not probably.
Oh, they were already 6 up.
Bearing in
before,
mind, I
weren't
have already called it. You do know that. I've called it.
Yeah, he's already announced at 8:52 that Waikato Welsh Trophy champions.
they? How many mats do we have in this hall currently?
Well, we've got
55.
18 per division, so 18 threes, plus 1 TV mat.
I told you 10 seconds ago.
Well, I was just doing the math. You gave me the answer.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
I'd already done the math in my head.
You might be able to get a shot of the hall, Joy. Give someone a view of the whole hall.
It doesn't look as cool when they're playing fours. When they're playing pairs and singles, and every mat's been played on, it looks bloody brilliant.
Okay, Jeff Best standing up here. He's got to clear the front. Well, he's shared off 1, so 3 there for North Taranaki at the moment. Jez has just joined us from Ashburton.
G'day,
Give us
team.
the good news, mate. How'd you go?
Had a first fours win of the weekend. So
That's brilliant news. Simon will be delighted to hear that.
No, not Waikato.
Who'd you play?
Auckland.
Played Auckland.
Today's the first day, right?
Oh, that's...
Is it? Is
Yeah,
today
no,
the first
it's
day?
not.
Yeah.
Here's the wide shot now.
8:52, Dave called Waikato Welsh Trophy champion.
Oh,
That's a good call.
It's pretty
That's-
early, right?
that's pretty brave.
Yep. I've checked all the polling booths and the indicator booths, and yeah, I've called the election.
Oh. Okay,
So
Trump.
that's a great result for Ashburton. Not so great result for Auckland, who are equal 4th, 5th, because they're sniffing relegation if they don't get up above Otago. So you've done Otago a solid, I guess,
Yeah, and
for your
they
Southern brothers.
not.
Otago.
Yeah, help the brothers
But
out.
you'd just be delighted to have a win, right?
Oh, first game
In the
It's
fours.
the first game of the whole competition, right?
Yeah.
Feels
Okay,
like
that's
it.
another miss from Jeff. We better have a zone in here because
This is
there's
actually getting really interesting.
there's a potential
We're
for a
4
number
down, 2
here.
to go, and we're holding 3.
3. Oh, that's getting interesting.
Andrew's almost up and about for this.
This is the big end for North Taranaki here.
Yep.
Yeah, this is important that he doesn't ruin it.
Just gentle here, Ross. Just gentle.
Yeah.
Just draw close.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's good. It's goodish.
Ish. All right, Jeff's having a look at the head here.
Andrew not happy.
Wouldn't imagine this one will be short.
Does anyone know how the Poppy versus Brandon game is going?
The Auckland boys look a little bit stressed down there.
No fear.
Okay. There goes Simon. Auckland looks stressed.
This could be, if Auckland go bang bang in the fours and Otago get that one, then that's real. That's going to be a tough morning for Auckland. I feel that stress. That's horrible.
Me too.
They were playing Otago, so that's an
an important
8-point
game.
swing. Now, what's Jeff going to do here? There's an orange right in the front, which from a stand-up perspective, but what is the score? Are 2 or 3 there?
I think it's still 3, isn't it?
They'll be holding 3 down there, right?
Yeah, I think they would be.
I think that's only 2. Three.
So the holding 3 is a signal we're getting from the players. Now Jeff's taking his time here because this is actually a crucial shot
Yeah,
here.
this is a crucial part of the game.
This could be 6-5 playing the last, or it could be 6-all if Ross gets another one in there.
And momentum's a funny thing.
Well, when you have a big lead and then you all of a sudden
Yeah,
you get a bit tight.
it's happened once or twice this weekend.
Happened once or twice.
It's probably the advantage of the no time limit, right? You've got time to make the right decision.
Well, to be fair, this game's travelled quite well.
Yep.
This is the first time I think we've had a decent old study,
Yeah,
Ross Wright, he takes about 3 seconds to get down and bowl, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty quick. So
gets into his work.
he does. And it's serious. They brought in the cavalry here, Fiona. What
Yep.
do you think, Fiona?
Just rip him out, I reckon she
Now,
said.
Jeff can absolutely rip him out. The problem is that front orange. Any touch on that front orange and it's a straight miss, right?
Yeah,
And that plays on you to a point where you don't want to hit it and you can go wide.
yeah.
So, but Jeff's got a great stand-up, you know that.
Yeah.
It's just whether he gets past that
And whether
front
we'll-
orange. So here we go. Oh,
Okay.
what? What? Are we missing something here?
Maybe.
Do they think it's maybe
Do they think it's only one?
Only one.
Maybe.
And going, it could be worse.
3 out last 10 last bowls.
And no
Not
one wants to touch the head.
No. We had a situation yesterday
Surely
where...
it's 2 at least. What
You'd
was that?
you'd think so.
Jesus?
We had a situation yesterday where, with the spring-loaded floor,
Yep.
the umpire came
Yeah,
to
we
measure.
talked about that
and
earlier. And you replayed the
and we
end?
replayed the end, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's crucial to get it right,
Yep.
especially at this point in the game too.
Okay, we've got John Hunt here. Great
been a bit-
umpire from this way.
Yeah, and he's been a busy boy this weekend.
Yes, he has.
There's only been a couple of them on the floor, and they've been outstanding.
They tell me he lives about an hour away. He's been driving in every day. He did a great service at the Super weekend. So he...
Jeff signalled 2 and Ross signalled 3, so... The bowls look like they're leaning on each other,
I
aren't
think
they?
that orange bowl is leaning on
Yeah,
the
it
blue.
is, isn't
so
it? Yeah.
So they've conceded that one. And they don't want to touch that blue. He's going to have to chuck it. Or chock it. Chock it.
He's not going to chuck it, Davey,
Yeah.
surely.
They're just getting rid of any bowls that aren't necessary.
Yeah.
So one's been conceded. Obviously,
What's
2
in-
is the
what's-
one inside it.
what's
but they
happening?
have to...
What's happening here? What?
Is he using a bowl to measure?
It appears that way.
So what he's saying is there's a bowl.
You can't...
No, he's saying I don't have to move it. He's saying there is a bowl and it's all but touching. He's saying there's a full bowl and a big gap. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I think he has to chock it.
Chock
right?
it. I think he does, yeah. With the bowl being on a lean also, and probably at a slightly different angle, that's a pretty hard way to make sure.
So Jeff and Tauranga are adamant it's 2. Taranaki think it's 3. Whatever happens, it's going to be 4-6 or 5-6.
Yeah.
So we got a last end on
Yeah.
us. This game did have potential to blow out, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that came out all right.
I think 6-2 is probably they've played 7 ends, so there's obviously only been one double scored.
Yeah.
So
but there's been plenty of potential for numbers.
Yeah,
It's just in the first 2 ends, Tauranga could have scored plenty. Ross sort of got one in there to cut it down to 1 or 2.
Yeah.
In the third and fourth end, it went the other way.
Yeah.
And Jeff cut them down. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The skips have played reducing
Yeah,
bowls.
yeah. And that's important on this floor, I think, is to be able to get yourself in there.
But I think even at 6-4, we're going to have a good last end.
Yeah.
Because you can always find 2 shots generally.
Yeah, chasing 4 is a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Orange it is. So that's 2.
2, yep.
And Jeff will be pleased about that because he played off and accepted 2. And he accepted it on the basis of it could have got worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fair, and you're 2 up last end with
2
last
up
bowl.
last end, last bowl.
Yep. There's worse positions to be in.
Of course there is. Where's James gone? Has he left you to it?
Yeah. He's gone wandering. He's doing the Davey wanted to do the updates without the updates. It's good to see you too, James.
Is it? So what's going on? There was a funny 2 there. The umpire
Yeah.
had to chock a bowl, did he?
He almost convinced him that he didn't have to. I don't know what the conversation was, and we'll get it later, but I got the impression he put a bowl in front of the Taranaki one and said, this bowl can fit here,
And this one over here can't.
and this one is, I've got to pull out, is already closer to an, and so he was almost trying to convince him I don't have to chock it. But then I think they said chock it.
Yeah, I think Fiona said you can't measure it like that.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Yeah.
But what he was saying is,
Yeah.
I think what he's saying is, you guys could have worked this out before I got here.
Yeah.
It's all right. No time limit on these games. Someone in the comments asking. We've got heaps of time. We could be here till 7:20 p.m.
4 p.m. actually.
7:20, Dave.
Pretty
We won't be.
handy start.
Yep. Lorraine, 2 good bowls as you'd expect from her, playing a last end of a crucial game. She's done it so many times. This is someone else that knows what they're doing too. Bit of protection.
Wouldn't be me.
No. Yep. Okay, so the buzzer you hear is there's a stadium, and we've got half a stadium, and the other half is a basketball court. And you hear a buzzer going, which is basically, in basketball, they push the buzzer when it's
Kid
either
sport.
time or it's a substitute. So yeah, we've got no time limits.
Bronny here.
We could be here all
Forehand.
She's wide.
wide.
She was going to peel those front 2. You just cannot take green out there.
No. Direct.
Direct approach.
Fiona will be just looking to get something between the shot bowl and the two blues out wide now, won't she?
100%. She's taking a bit more green. That's pretty good. Maybe a touch more weight, but Ross will be saying, Richard, I can't emphasise this enough. Can't leave it like this.
No. Need to change something.
Yep.
Get the bowls moving through the head and hopefully have something there yourself.
Yep. All right, pretty quiet around,
It is
isn't it?
very quiet.
There's
A lot of thinking going on.
There's a air of nervousness in the hall.
They've settled on their shot.
I get the impression it's middle orange onto the kitty.
Squeezing out to the two
Yeah.
blues.
Just not too heavy. No,
It's wide
he's got
too.
that same green. Oh, that's a wasted bowl. Can't have that.
No. Where are these two teams in the standings?
First and fourth,
Yeah.
but Taranaki fourth is like 1 point from third, 1 point from second.
Yeah.
It's that tight.
And a couple of points from fifth,
Yeah, and a couple of points from fifth.
which is a worry.
Yeah. Their other team were all square at 1 point
Yeah.
against counties.
Couple of sisters out playing.
Yeah. Right. Got much planned for the week, Jez?
Got next weekend off as well.
Have you?
Yep.
Here's Michael. Do you ever win, Michael?
Language, please.
No. Do you ever win? Oh.
No, it's the answer there. I played, oh, I didn't even ask him.
Yeah.
I played Archer.
That's a pretty good spot there where that bowl's finished.
So that's 2 wins to Waikato. Game, set, match.
Frenchie's still got another end after this one.
Oh, is he?
Still just got to get this moving, don't they?
Yeah.
Switched hands.
That's
Gonna
better.
do something.
And the split.
Not perfect, but it's better than what it was.
Yeah. It's not quite been lined up at all from Lorraine's first bowl. And Bronny's had an attempt, Richard's had an attempt to change the head. That shot bowl's still sitting there. You run out of bullets.
Yeah, there's not many bowls left to make a difference
Well,
now.
I think Ross is almost having to play the narrow hand orange and
Yeah,
follow through, but you're going to be leaving Jeff a lot of room.
yeah. And that's not someone you can generally leave a lot
Well,
of
this
room
is
to.
brave.
This is real brave.
That's, I don't think that's a good shot at all,
No.
because we were just talking about Ross not really having a shot. He's got a kitty move now.
Yeah.
It's opened up on the straight hand. That kitty's going over. Whether it falls inside the two blues, but it is a chance.
Chance. Yeah. The door has been left ajar.
Oh, I don't get that at all. Anyway, still got to play it.
Yeah.
Don't think the bowls are of value. I think he wants the kitty. He just doesn't want to be too heavy.
Yeah. And that wide channel too.
Yeah.
That's not
Oh, well.
awful though.
Yeah.
looking under the head to get to those blues. It's probably a little bit risky too. Don't want to accidentally let it slip.
If that blue was a little bit deeper, I could see Jeff Coughey just going there.
Yeah.
Ross will need to tighten up his last one if it stays the way it is. He's even got a result of chipping the bowl out, even though you're leaving Jeff an absolute mile of room.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's what he's looking at, saying if I plough into that,
Gets rid of most of them.
could shear off and flick his own shot bowl. But if it was an inch deeper, I know Jeff well, he wouldn't muck around, he'd just whack
down
them out.
Down and play it.
Yep.
It's a nice shot.
Yep, this is the Jezza cam.
The best Jezza.
Yeah, good guy, Jez.
Always does what he's asked. Not like me this weekend.
All right. Jeff's playing underneath. I think this was the shot that Jeff Best had asked him to play. Let's just play underneath across.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty safe. He hasn't got too much weight. Really, nothing changed.
No. There's opportunity.
Yeah, it's two shots, really.
Yeah.
It's just perfect weight, move the kitty, or you plant the front blue and you take both the oranges off, but you're leaving a lot of room for Jeff.
Yeah. He actually signalled it the first way, sort of underneath and squeeze off the shot bowl.
Yeah.
On the straighter hand.
There's also his hand movement is showing way too much swing.
Yeah.
Doesn't swing in like that. His line's going to be, if his line's a foot outside kitty, it's not going to deviate at all. So we'll know out of the hand if it's close.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ross will give it a chance. Okay. All on the weight now. No. One shot, not enough.
They play the bowl, right?
One blue. No, Tauranga's not worried about the ends. They're in front.
Yeah.
Yep. So that'll extend for them. So it's a 1 point win to Tauranga. We've got a singles game coming up next. Joseph Zeno.
Gary Lowe.
And Gary Lowe. That should be a cracker. We'll see you back shortly.